Hey everyone, welcome to Average Joe Preparedness. My name's Rick, I'm an Average Joe, and this is part two of a two-part video I'm making today on protests and the gray man concept. Now, if you haven't watched the first video concerning protests, I highly recommend it because it's a two-part video. In this video, we are going to cover the gray man concept. But first, let me cover something really fast. In the way the world is today, and that's why these videos are happening, these weren't scheduled. Let me be perfectly clear. What I believe is my business. And I try not to put them into these videos because it doesn't do any good. So whether it's political, whether it's left or right, or whether it's conservative or liberal or whatever, I will try to keep those out of the video because it tends to blur the information I'm actually trying to get across to people. So if you pick up what I consider what's important to me when it comes to things over here on the left, or what's important to me when it comes to things over here on the right, it'll probably be secondary because usually that's not what I'm here to do. Now, I say that for a few reasons. The first one is I do have views on the left, if we're going to call it that, and I do have views on the right, if that's what we're going to call that over there, which I think most people do. The majority of Americans, the silent majority, or whatever you want to call them, the average people, just us average people. You know, I can agree with you over here, and I can agree with these people over here. It doesn't have to be either or. Some people believe that. And if you notice, things are getting very two-sided. It's either this side or it's that side. And I think that's asinine, to be honest. There is no, it's not bipolar. It's not binary. Binary is not a choice. People want to believe it and they tell you that that's the way it is, and I just let it go. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So just wanted to cover that real fast before we get into this subject. Okay, the gray man concept. This is for, again, the average person, not somebody over here, not somebody over here. They tend to not utilize it. But the gray man concept is basically don't stick out. My dad, who was a farmer and he was military and then he did construction, but he told me something when I was little, and again, I wish I could figure things out when I was young and not when I got old, because my dad was full of wisdom. I just didn't know it until I got older. But he used an analogy about nails. And he said, well, it's easy. A bent nail gets pulled. A nail that's sticking out gets hammered. The regular nails that are just doing what they're supposed to do, they all just get left alone. So that's it. Basically, in a little teeny nutshell. I do what I'm supposed to do. I live my life, and I try not to stick out. And I try not to appear as bent or broken or whatever. So there's no focus on me. When I go out, I drive a car that I'd drive past you and you wouldn't give it a second look. There's nothing distinctive about my vehicle, one way or another. It's not a trash heap, and it's not really brand new. It's an older vehicle. There's no stickers on it. If you put stickers on your car that tell people what you feel and how you believe, okay, first off, I don't know why you're putting them on your car, because it doesn't do anything. No one cares what your stickers say on your vehicle. But it can make you a target. My car does not stick out. Like I said, when I drive down the road, I go past you, you won't even think about it. And that also goes for my driving. My driving is average. I don't speed, I don't go slow, I don't cut people off, I just drive. I'm getting from one point to another. I don't run red lights, I don't run yellow lights, I don't get on people's backside. There's a reason why I don't follow people close, but that's a different story. I let you in if it's merging traffic, but I usually only let in one. I'm not two, because that's the way it's supposed to be. I follow the rules. I'm nothing. I'm an automaton. I am just a robot, I guess. I am average. I don't stick out. And there's a reason for that. Again, the bent nail gets pulled and the nail that stick out gets hammered. You don't want to bring attention to yourself. If you do, okay, I don't know why you want to. It's not doing anything except making you a target. I don't know what your urge is. Like, I need people to look at me and I need to That's only going to get you into trouble. Now, when I get to where I'm going, let's say I'm going to a grocery store. You know, I'm going to the store, big name store, whatever. I pull in, I park pretty far out, actually, which is now getting to be more of a common thing. So I don't have to get into traffic and wait for people and honk while they're backing people. No, I just pull in, I park, I walk. I get exercise. It saves me gasoline because I'm not sitting there running my engine while I'm waiting. And they did a whole thing on that people, you should just pull in, park somewhere far away and just walk. Exercise, it's good for you. When I get out of my vehicle, I am nondescript. My glasses, my sunglasses are not particular brand. My hat doesn't say anything on it. My clothes are common. They don't have labels on them. My shoes are normal. There is nothing about me that screams anything. I am an average Joe. I'm the guy that's just going there shopping, and I go back out to my car, and I just go on with my life. Now, if you're someone who feels the need to stick out, if you feel the need, I don't get it. I did a long time ago. I'm actually not being completely honest. A long time ago when I was younger, I felt that need. I want people to look at me and, okay. It doesn't do any good. And in today's environment, what's going on today, it can be even more detrimental than just people going, hey, what's up with that person? You know, now it's just a bad idea. My opinion, people, my opinion only. But if you agree with it, or if now that you are thinking about it, you agree, there's certain things that you do. And that is, get those stickers off your car. Drive a normal car. Wear normal clothes to wherever it is to whatever the environment is. If it's cold, you wear, if it's hot, you wear certain clothes. If you're in this part of the country, you wear certain clothes. If you're in that part, the thing is don't stick out. It doesn't do you any good except fulfill something inside of you that's lacking, in which case I can't help you. And when I drive away and I drive home, my exhaust doesn't make a lot of noise, and either a good way or a bad way. You know, people that put those really cool exhaust on says, hey, look at me, I'm cool. You know what I'm talking about. Or my car is not so old and not maintained that my exhaust is blowing off and you can tell it needs to be replaced. My car is normal and my windows are slightly tinted, but they're legal. They just came with the car. I don't have tinted windows and I don't have funny wheels on my car, and I'm not playing loud music no matter what genre it happens to be. Again, I don't stick out. And my recommendation to whomever sees this, for the regular people in this world, don't stick out. It doesn't do anything. You see what I'm saying? It's not changing you. It's not going to change the world by doing those things. And I'm not saying don't have your beliefs. If you, want to save the whales, okay, but the sticker doesn't do any good. Go save the whales. Go do something. You know, if you want to get involved in this side of the political spectrum, then that's fine. But wearing a hat or that says America should be something, or wearing a shirt that says that certain things matter, they don't do anything except make you a target. If you want to do those things, go do them. Get involved in making change. Making change is awesome. Go do it. Don't advertise, hey, check me out. Hey, look at me, I'm doing, okay, that's sort of sick and sort of sad, kind of. You with me on that one? Actually go do things. There's no reason for you to advertise. Now, I'm not trying to be too rough in these videos. I'm just trying to, let you know how it is. I have people that used to work for me, and young men and women, and I have my sons and I have friends, and they call me when they want to hear the truth, when they want someone who's not gonna blow smoke up their backside. So, and that's what I'm trying to do for you guys. I'm trying to tell you the way it is without being too rough, but letting you know that there is a reality outside of what you want to believe, But if you think, and again, going back on all these videos, it's about thinking. If you think logically, then you'll come to these conclusions also. But okay, getting back to the gray man. The whole concept of the gray man is you don't stick out. Because under normal circumstances, there are circumstances you want to, but under these normal circumstances, day-to-day circumstances, you don't want to stick out. Now, I'm sure with both parts of these videos, there are going to be a lot of people that disagree with me. And I have no issue with that, because that's what makes the world the world. Everybody has a different view on things, or at least a slightly different view. And I have no problem with that. And if you want to give me some constructive criticism down in the comment section, that's fine. But what I would ask is if you at least think about it. Think about the logic of what I said, not the emotion. Take the emotion out of it. Again, this is one of the things we talk about. Emotion. Take it out of the concept. Negative emotion blocks higher brain function. You cannot think if you are angry or frustrated or whatever. So if you have some constructive criticism for me, if there's something I'm not seeing, then, if you want to put it in the comment section down below, that's just fine. But the points of these videos is to keep people safe. The point of these videos is for normal people to go about their lives normally, with at least amount of disturbance as possible with what's going on in the world today. And understand one more thing. I mentioned this in another video. There is no app for this. There is nothing that I can think of, and if you disagree, again, down in the comment section, write it, that is going to make everything better. The world is not going to join hands and sing Kumbaya. All of this is not going, when I wake up tomorrow and turn on the news or get into my feed, it is not going to be everybody's happy and everyone's getting along and things are wonderful and there's rainbows and sunshine coming out of everybody's backside. It's not happening, people. It's only going to get worse. So for those normal people, for the average person that is stuck between these two things, that's who I'm talking to. That's who I'm trying to get advice to and feedback from, because it's only going to get worse. It's going to come to a head. Now, I've been all over the United States. I've been all over the world, and I have seen situations that you can tell it's not going to get better. Now, there's optimists out there and they're like, oh, maybe this, and I love you, hugs and kisses. But let me tell you what, there comes a point where critical mass, once something reaches that point, it's not coming back. You can't bring it back. It can only go forward. And I would argue that that's where we are now. Things are way too divided. They're this or that, and it's just getting further away. They're not coming together. So this is going to end poorly. One way or another, it's going to end poorly. And so for those people who aren't involved, those people that just want to live their life, that's what these videos are for. That's who these videos are for. I'm trying to give you advice on how to get through this. With that, my final thoughts. If you please start setting yourself up financially for success, please start working in that direction. If you haven't already, if you have accelerated, please start getting prepared. Please, your preps. Each time you go to the store and buy food, add a little bit more of the food you eat, another can or another bag or whatever it happens to be. Find a location in your house, a pantry, even if it's just your pantry, just stack the cans behind each other, on top of each other. Get a little bit more. Get yourself set up for success. Move yourself in that direction. You have to start thinking about it. I know you might be like, I don't want to think about this. You need to think about it. Don't be obsessed with it. Live your life, have fun. I still live my life. I still have a great time living my life. I have fun. We go out and do things, but you need to focus on what's going on. All right. With that, we're going to bring this video to an end. This is part 2. And I hope this wasn't too rough. Both these videos, I hope I didn't upset anyone too much. That's not the point. The point is to get you information and get you thinking a certain way, get you moving in a certain direction. If you hadn't thought about it, give you some things to think about. So, I hope this video finds you well. As always, be happy, be positive, and please be prepared.